Aquí estamos otra vez en The Solar Reality, los lunes, directo a través de Infinito Televisión, los únicos y los originales. Y vamos entonces de inmediato a recibir a uno de los invitados en la tarde de hoy. Y ese es el amigo Matthew Thompson, que es el Strategy Partnership, seniors, me imagino que the senior boss of the Strategy Partnership con la gente de Sungage, que es una de las compañías nuevas, de las nuevas alternativas que tiene Power en financiamiento. Welcome to the Solar Reality.
Thank you for having me.
I heard that Sungage, I know that you do only loans at the moment, but let's start with what are the possibilities that you're going to make the transition, the company will make the transition to lease, and talk about the establishment of the company also.
Sure. Yeah. So Sungage we're about 14 years old now. We were started by a woman 14 years ago that went to go get a loan for solar on her home when she was building a new home. And it didn't exist at that point. She wanted to be able to take advantage of the tax credit without leasing because she had the tax liability. So she took her daughter's college accounts and started a pilot program to start doing solar loans to individuals. And from there, it worked out very well. And she piloted that program and turned it into a real company. That took about 2 years. And 14 years later, we're a very successful solar fintech in the space. That's kind of our genesis. So I joined in 2018. So I've been with the company for about 7 years now, and it's been a great company to work for. And the partnership with Power has been one of the most effectual partnerships we've had.
So, how many years you been with Power? This relation, how long you been with together in a partnership?
A little over 3 years now.
What's your base? You have a city base of the company?
We do. So our headquarters is in Boston, Massachusetts. Okay. We also have an office out on the West Coast in Oakland, California. And we have a number of employees in Hawaii as well. We do a lot of business in Hawaii, but also having customer service folks in Hawaii allows us to have extended customer service hours without making our employees work well into the evening.
Interesting. Talk to us about the business in Hawaii. How do you a little bit of the how you see it, how it's working on
in Hawaii?
Yep.
Hawaii is a very interesting market. We entered Hawaii about 3 years ago, maybe 3.5 years ago, and we quickly learned that the culture in Hawaii is very different from the mainland, but also the solar penetration on that island is deep. The cost of electricity is incredibly high. There's no net metering, so every project
no net metering. Wow. Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah, there's no net metering in Hawaii, so every project has a battery for the most part. The attachment rate is about 96% in Hawaii for our portfolio. So they're good projects, and oftentimes the energy cost in homes is very high because there's many multi-generational homes in Hawaii.
Interesting, because it's an island like Puerto Rico, but we still are dealing with defending our net metering here. But that's another $20 here. That's why I asked you about that. Which are the products that the company offer, and the criteria of the qualifications for possible customers?
So we offer solar loans anywhere from 5 to 25 years in 5-year increments, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. With a no-fee loan starting at $899, and all the way down to 5, 10, and 15-year, we offer a $299, and then 20 and 25-year, we offer a $399 APR loan.
Very attractive, that $299. How is the process of and the convenience of making easy for the customers? How you off? What's the deal what you have for those customers?
Yeah, so basically, especially with Power, you go into the Vision platform, you build out a project, you select Sungage Financial as the option you'd like to use with the term you'd like to use and the rate you'd like to use, and we'll qualify you immediately. It takes seconds. There's about 10 fields, maybe a few less than 10 fields now for a homeowner to fill out, and you get an immediate answer. And right there, while you're sitting with the homeowner at the kitchen table, you can tell them they're approved for a loan. All they have to do is sign into their SunGage homeowner portal, sign the loan documents, and you can leave the home with a fully booked loan.
Is this, for example, a customer is for the credit, his credit is less than perfect, let's say. Do you have any alternatives for them?
Well, we underwrite down to a 640 FICO.
Okay.
So we go down to a 640, but below that, we don't have any alternatives at the moment.
Yeah, that's on something always has been a situation for a lot of people that they have to get ready and prepare themselves to get up to that point. Because I know what's going on. A lot of people are getting default, and it doesn't help that the companies could lower that empiric, and I understand totally that people should be more responsible on those, and especially on solar. You need that.
Absolutely, it's a big loan and it's a big decision, and we want to make sure that people are willing or are able financially to take on that burden of a new loan and responsibly pay it. We don't want people to get out over ahead of themselves with a financial obligation.
And it's been now our fight always here in this show, defending these situations about getting the government and the politics and the big corpo trying to get solar always, pushing back and kick him out of the progress. But now we have the 30% tax credit in danger. Again, it's just like a rolling on a little bit. Yeah, we defend, then we go back, then we go forward, and then we go back. And it's unbelievable. What is your position and your company position in this situation, how you are preparing for this?
Well, unfortunately, the tax credit and renewable energy in general has become a political issue. And it's not a political issue, it's an energy issue, as far as I'm concerned. We have a deficit in the amount of energy that we can produce. And the country needs to be prepared to either subsidize or support the energy production in America so that we can meet the growing need for energy. It's very, very important. The company stance at SunGage is that we support, obviously, solar subsidies. We understand that the current administration feels that solar subsidies need to go away. We need more time. We need to have a glide path for at least 2 or 3 years towards the tax credit going away, so that the industry can pivot and come up with financial products that work and ease into a different future for solar. Provided that this bill does go through as it's stated today, SunGage is actively working on new financial products, new loan products that will still provide homeowners with a low initial monthly payment and help them realize some of the savings in solar while they get ready to continue paying for the loan. We're not prepared to talk about that quite yet at this point, but we have a couple of products that we're building now. And SunGage is also doing its best to fight the fight in Washington, D.C. I was just down in Washington, D.C. last week for a few days talking with Republican senators who are working on a potential amendment for the bill as well. We're doing our best to work with politicians and give our opinion so that when they go to put amendments in the bill and run it back through the process, that at least our voices were heard. There's many solar professionals down in D.C. While I was there, I was very encouraged to see it.
Excellent. Thanks for the support and being proactive, the company being proactive on all this. Finally, any projections and future plans that you can talk to us about?
Yeah, so SunGage is definitely focused on adding more home improvement into our business. We're going to, today we don't allow things like HVAC and windows and other energy efficiency home improvements to be added into our loan product. We're actively working, and we are not months but weeks away from being able to do a very high percentage of our Solar Plus loan in home improvement. So if you want to go into a home and sell efficient HVAC to your homeowners, you want to sell windows, you want to sell water efficiency systems and filtration, things like that, EV chargers, while you're selling a solar project, we're going to be able to support that.
Excellent. I have Isidoro and Mr. Would like to ask you something. Mr.
Yeah. This is very important what he said at the end, that the new thing that we can do with the loans, to including the roofing, the IR charger, windows, door, everything is very, very important and very good for the customer. Aside of that, my friend, when you come to Puerto Rico?
That's a great question. We'd love to be able to issue loans in Puerto Rico. We have a new bank partner on now, and we are actively in conversations about being able to issue loans in Puerto Rico. We know it's an excellent market, and we'd love to be able to, especially love to be able to support the Power team down there. We know that you have a heavy presence. I have a great relationship with lots of folks at Power that sell in Puerto Rico, just like yourself. And we'd like nothing more than to be able to support your team and lots of other companies down in Puerto Rico, continuing to push the mission of solar forward.
So that's an invitation, I guess, from Mr.
Perfect.
and myself and the Solar Reality. We will be more than happy
Yes.
to receive you and take you around and to so you know from firsthand our island. You compare the business with Hawaii, and because it's an island and a lot of similarities, and more than welcome. It will be great for us.
I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the invite.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Matthew.
Thank you,
We
Matthew.
are open waiting for you, okay? See you soon.
Thank you for being with us.
Vámonos.